I mean, there really isn't any law, any rule, any expectations that says you need to start losing weight immediately after having your baby. Give yourself some credit. Your body just went through a miracle, really. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Abby. If you're just joining me for the first time, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you consider subscribing by clicking the subscribe button. And when you do, please turn on the notification bell as well. That way you get notified whenever there's a video on this channel. And if you're a family member already, a subscriber already, thank you very much for always coming back. Now today I'd like to talk about postpartum body image. This is something that I have been struggling with, and this is something that I know that quite a number of moms can relate to. So I wanted to share my postpartum body issues with you, hoping that you realize that you're not alone. We're in this together, and together we're going to be positive about it, and we're going to get back that body. So, just to put things in perspective, I have two children. I have a 4-year-old and I have a year and 3 months old baby. With my first, it was quite easy for me to lose my pregnancy weight, my baby weight, and all of that. It took me just a couple of months to get back to my pre-pregnancy or almost pre-pregnancy body. It was quite easy for me. Now with my second baby, I realized that I put on more weight when I was pregnant with my second than with my first. And honestly, that didn't quite bother me during the pregnancy period. When I had my baby, or after I had my baby, I noticed that in the first few weeks, I actually lost quite some weight. And I was very happy about that. I was really excited about it. And I thought, yes, this is just the beginning of me getting back my body, snapping back, as we call it these days. Then all of a sudden, I noticed that I started putting on all the weight back again. My initial struggle was I was breastfeeding my baby exclusively. My baby refused any formula, so I had to exclusively breastfeed him at the time. And that in particular didn't enable me get into any sort of diet to lose weight and all of that. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to focus on just eating everything that I can eat and just breastfeeding this child, because I was really scared that if I had to go on a particular diet, it wasn't going to be gaining enough nutrients and vitamins and all of that. So I ruled dieting out of it. At the time, I had just 3 months of maternity leave, so I was taking care of a new baby, and in the same vein, I was mentally getting ready to resume work. That really had an effect on my mental strength at that time. I just wasn't ready to confront the weight that I was gaining at the time. I wasn't particularly pleased with how I looked. Obviously, I was struggling to get into a lot of my clothes, but I just wasn't ready mentally. I decided I'm going to ignore I'm going to ignore the weight until I was mentally ready. The entire year, I had to breastfeed my baby exclusively. Yes, you heard that right. I breastfed my baby exclusively for a year. He wasn't feeding on anything but breast milk. That story for another day. There's a reason why that happened. So, moving on, it was very difficult for me to look at myself in the mirror and embrace my body. Eventually, I started becoming a lot more confident of the fact that, look, I have this baby to take care of. My weight shouldn't affect how I feel. It was this new season of my life. So I started getting confident back again, irrespective of how I looked. However, I wasn't satisfied with how I look. I just accepted and I embraced how I looked at the time. And how I looked at the time, knowing that it was perhaps temporary and I could get to a point where I was mentally ready to now deal with losing weight and feeling a lot more confident in myself. And one of the things I'm going to tell you if you're struggling with postpartum body image is please ensure that you have people that are in your corner, people that are supporting you, people that are rooting for you. It is very important that you surround yourself with a lot of positive energy and positive vibes. Motherhood can be quite tasking, irrespective of how many times you've experienced it, being a first-time mom, second-time mom, third-time mom, or any-time mom. Motherhood is just as challenging anyways. If you are struggling with losing weight and how your body has changed, it is important that you have people that are not putting you down, people that are not trolling you, making fun of your body image, people that are just generally cheering you on and reminding you of the fact that you're doing an amazing job as a mother, and eventually you can get back to look however way you want to look. Another thing that I'd like to say is it's okay if you do not want to lose weight immediately after having your baby. I mean, there really isn't any law, any rule, any expectations that says you need to start losing weight immediately after having your baby. Give yourself some credit. Your body just went through a miracle, really. Growing a baby, giving birth to that child, and still having to nurture that child with your body because you're breastfeeding. Your body is still serving the baby. Your body is still in the process of nurturing that miracle. So it's okay if you're not mentally psyched and ready to comment on your weight loss journey and all of that. Please do not feel pressured to look a certain way immediately after having your baby. After I had my second baby, I was still rocking my pregnancy clothes. I was under no pressure whatsoever to start to get back into my previous size 10 clothes. I was still enjoying the new body, irrespective of the fact that I wasn't particularly pleased about how much weight I was putting on, but I realized that my body was serving my baby at the time. So I decided to take it easy on myself and just take a breather, really. Another thing that I'd like to tell you is please take it one step at a time, one day at a time. Pace yourself, really. We all have different capabilities. We all know what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are. If you aren't the sort of person that can go hardcore diet or hardcore workouts just to lose all of this baby weight that you've put on, by all means pace yourself. Be true to yourself. Be true to what you're capable of doing. It is okay, however, to want to push yourself, to want to challenge yourself, but do all of that remembering your strengths and your weaknesses. Right now, I'm currently on a journey. I'm currently in the process of losing all of this baby weight that I put on, since my baby was born up until now. I was in the middle of moving all the way from a particular continent to another. I was weaning my baby, and there were just so many things that hindered me from commencing my weight loss journey earlier than now. But now I am mentally ready. I'm ready to give it all that I can give it. I know my capability now. I know my strengths now. I know what I'm able to do. So I feel even more excited now than I probably would have earlier on. I'm pacing myself. I'm taking it one step at a time, one journey at a time. And hopefully sometime soon I will come and share my new postpartum body with you guys. So I just wanted to encourage you. Dear mom, you're doing well. You're amazing just the way you are. You are amazing just the way you look. If you aren't happy with the way you look, you can definitely put all things in motion to look better. But please do not get sucked into the pressure of having to look a certain way within a certain period of time. Take your time, pace yourself, enjoy the ride, enjoy your new body, and you will be fine. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye now.